Hi! Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's Valentine's Day, SlowWolf here. I've got a couple of things I want to talk about today, because Valentine's Day is kind of notoriously that day that all the nerds that I know, or that I used to know, or that I used to be, that I still am, have a problem with. And with a certain amount of justification, depending on how you look at it. But I'm here to make sure that not everybody's grim and gloomy today, and try to put out a positive message about Valentine's Day, which may or may not have been invented for money. I'm gonna go with it might have been. Anyway, so Valentine's Day is notoriously known as that day where people who are, in a relationship do a ridiculous amount of lovey-dovey crap, and people that aren't in a relationship have to feel horrible because they don't have to do the lovey-dovey crap. And overall, that's a shitty mentality to have about the entire fucking thing. So I was thinking about this about 3 weeks ago, and then an epiphany hit me about 2 weeks ago. See, currently I am in a relationship, so this is coming from a bit of a, porcelain throne kind of mentality. I apologize for that immediately. Ivory Tower style. But hear me out. So a couple of weeks ago, I was hanging out with my girlfriend and all that stuff. And, like with most people do, you feel excited. You're hanging out with this person. And then a few hours later, I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and I don't know, I felt a very similar feeling all of a sudden. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make much sense. That's really weird. So I started to keep track of wherever this kind of feeling popped up, of being excited about being with somebody. And this happened a lot, turns out. Every time I was around a friend, every time that I was around my girlfriend, any time that I was around my mom, my brothers, all that stuff. So I got thinking about, what is love? If you're not listening to that song right now, you're doing it wrong! So go listen to that song right now. Find it on YouTube. It's What is Love? You'll find it. It's 70s, it's cheesy, it's horrible, and it's from Night at the Roxbury. It's fantastic. So, I've been thinking about this, and I've come to the conclusion that love is not nearly so specific as we think it is. I have come to the conclusion that love is, in fact, a very important emotion that is spread around a lot of different people. For me, more than some people, I will admit that right offhand. But it is an important emotion to have, especially for people that want to feel empathy. Because at this point, it became apparent to me that I love everybody. This might sound very silly to some, but I think I fall in love very easily, and with a lot of different people. And obviously it's different kinds of love. Like, I'm not gonna go around and start, trying to be romantic with my best friend or anything like that. That's the stupidest, no, that's not happening. I'm not interested in that. But I do love my friends a lot. I love my brothers, too. I love my family a bunch. And I love my girlfriend a heck of a lot. So, why do I love all these people? And I think the reason for that is because I care about all of them. A lot. I'm saying that word a lot. Damn it! Anyway, a bunch. Ha! There. Thesaurus. Where's a thesaurus when you need one? I could use one. So, if I'm alone, and this Valentine's Day is going to be an interesting one, because I'm going to be busy and I'll be pretty much alone. If I'm alone, there's one thing that's going to be keeping on popping in my mind. That I do have a lot of people who I am in love with. Now, Valentine's Day does not necessarily mean dates. In fact, I hate the idea of having to go out and making sure that Valentine's Day is the one day of the year we go out on a date. It's not about cards, necessarily, or chocolates. That might be the whole stigma attached to Valentine's Day involving a lot of money and having to pay it, and just corporations in general. Kind of what they did to Christmas. But I think that if we're going to be able to make Valentine's Day a positive thing, we kind of have to think about it differently. And in this particular case, I want to think about it in the sense that it's not so much a material celebration of one particular kind of romantic love, but just keeping in mind that we do love a lot of different people, and that we are loved by those same people in turn. I love a lot of different people. I love you, viewer. Because without you, I would not have a YouTube channel that would be this remarkably fun to put together and work on. I wouldn't have a Twitch channel that would be nearly as fun to stream with. And I'll be honest, I would not know so many wonderful people like NASA and Weasel and Forecourt and all them. I love those guys. I love you. No homo. I'm kidding. Plenty of homo. I love everybody I've met online. Well, almost everybody. And I care about a lot of different people. So if you have anybody that you're particularly thankful for being friends with, remember that friendship is a kind of love. And that's something worth celebrating on Valentine's Day. Any love is worth celebrating, because without it, we wouldn't have empathy, and without that, the human race would be a complete waste of time, and I would have checked out a long time ago. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I sure did. I love thinking about this kind of stuff, but more importantly, it's important to me because I spent a lot of Valentine's days alone, and if someone had told me back then that anybody would love me, I would have told them that they were kidding. But even back then, stuff like people like my mom and my brothers got me through everything, and I don't think I've ever really realized that it was that important, that their love mattered that much, and it really does. So I'm thankful for that. And same goes for my friends. Without them, I wouldn't be here either. So thanking them, and without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at either. So thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later!